As we're talking about minority businesses and products, you and I had a conversation where you talked about the notion of what it meant to actually have a minority-owned business or minority-ran business, and the intertwining nature of how that works with venture capital. To a group of students who are interested in becoming startup founders, working at a startup, or being VCs themselves, explain a little bit about what that nuance is and how that has an impact on what it means to be a minority-owned business or a black-owned business.
The fastest segment of new growth of business owners are black women. And we hear about that and we applaud their effort. Many black women were let go, laid off during COVID, and so they were forced to now go open up businesses of their own. And many small businesses, particularly black-owned businesses, are saying, hey, we want to grow, and so they have to go outside to look for venture capital. If you ask any small business owner their number one concern, they will say access to capital. But when you talk to a black business owner, they would say their number 1, 2, and 3 concerns are affordability, availability, and accessibility. So many firms are obviously looking for venture capital. Many of you will go into business for yourself and look for venture capital. The challenge is that black-owned businesses get less than 1% of all venture capital that's available. So when we do find venture capital, we're very excited about it. But what happens in many cases is if you take too much of the capital, now you lose your 51% ownership. To be considered a minority firm, particularly a black-owned firm, you have to own 51% of your company. So many of the big names that you see out here don't have their minority status anymore because they had to go get venture capital from majority firms. And so the programs that have been created to help minority firms, to help small businesses, are now not available to them.